Cold War has the worst weapon balancing in Call of Duty. It's so bad that it actually makes the balancing good. It's always been known Call of Duty struggles with weapon balancing ever since COD 4. There's always has been at least 1 to 2 dominant weapons that take over the meta shortly after launch. With the thousands of COD YouTubers out there, pro streamers, it's pretty easy to figure out what attachments work best with what guns to get the most accurate shot. I can always remember all the way back to COD 4, where the two best weapons were the M16 and the MP5. Sure, the AK-74U was almost a top tier weapon, but it just wasn't on the level of those two weapons. Move on to World at War, and you pretty much had one god tier weapon in the MP40, which, well, that gun will probably go down as the most broken, overpowered gun in the existence of Call of Duty. I don't remember any lobby ever where someone would not use the MP40 competitively. But in Cold War, we probably have about 7 to 10, give or take, pretty strong weapons. But wait, didn't you say Cold War has the worst weapon balancing in Call of Duty? Like, how can that be if so many weapons are usable? And you could say that's a pretty good question. You see, the AK-74U right now is the best submachine gun in the game. You can outshoot ARs at medium range and just shred everything up close. The M16 in the AUG has ridiculous medium and long range and can even one burst up close. The Stoner, man, that Stoner with the ACOG is crazy at range, and it virtually has no recoil at all. The MP5 was so strong they had to do a 1-week nerf on it, but right now, that thing is still fire. And then you have the shotguns. Well, fuck the shotguns, and personally, they should be primary weapons. You have so many dominant weapons right now in the game, it doesn't feel like any of them is more dominant than the other one. So you may ask yourself, how does this make it bad weapon balancing? In my eyes, though, guns need to actually be bad at certain things. I don't believe the 74U should beat out the AK-47 at range, but it also should not lose to the AUG up close. The Krig should definitely not beat the MP5 at close range, but at the same time, it's losing to the MP5 at medium range. You see the problem here? The guns are pretty much too good at everything they do. And that being said, I do not agree that this needs to be changed. I actually enjoy the weapon balancing in this game. Just screw the shotguns. Really, though. Just fuck those things. Cold War actually reminds me of another Call of Duty that suffers the same fate. Anyone remember MW2? Personally, that's the best Call of Duty of all time. It was such a great game. I had a lot of fun on that game. It had the same weapon problems as Cold War has. You could literally use almost any weapon in that game and not be underpowered or underperforming. Of course, you had the 3 most powerful weapons and the most used weapons, which were the ACR, the UMP-45, and the FAMAS. And of course, the damn shotguns. Holy crap, those shotguns were insane in that game. The Akimbo Model 1887s were literally sniper rifles. And it didn't take long for Infinity Ward to catch on and have to nerf them within about 2 weeks of them actually being, known. But after they got patched, the Spaz was just dominant. Sound familiar? I really don't know why COD loves the Spaz being so good. The only weapon I really remember, though, being terrible in MW2 was the F2000. That gun had legit recoil that shot up in the sky. But pretty much every other weapon had an easy pattern or just did not move at all. Now, when you go into a match, please pay attention to where players tend to lean towards. You'll see that every single power position in this game has a crazy head glitch spot. And what I mean by head glitch spot is when you're aiming over a box, you can clearly shoot forward. But if someone looking at you, they only see the tip of your head. Now, these spots give ARs a huge advantage if a good player can sit there and take control of a whole part of the map. For some reason, Trick loves to put these power positions in the game with head glitch spots. Take Cartel for an example. One single person can control the whole map just sitting in a tower. That tower only has one way up, which is a ladder, so good luck climbing it. And then trying to nade him off it, he's going to have Flap Jacket and a trophy system up there, so that's not going to happen. About these attachments. The main one I want to focus on are the Drop Shot Wrap and the Airborne Elastic Wrap. Now, what do these both have in common? Well, they both control flinch. But there's literally no flinch in this game. I have yet to shoot someone while they were sniping, watch the kill cam, and even see their crosshair even move at all after hitting them. Or really any kill cam at that matter. Did Treyarch forget to add flinch in this game? Or they just add a fake attachment to make people think that flinch is in the game? Overall, though, I am pleased with the different attachments and what they do, but it really didn't take long for the community to figure out what was good and what combinations work best. I'm really curious on how these weapons are going to perform in Warzone, though, without having the monolithic suppressor. But we gotta wait and find out. The last thing I need to mention for Cold War are the recoil patterns. Modern Warfare 2019 did a great job on the recoil patterns of their weapons. It really makes the weapons feel real and have real recoil when you're shooting them. Take the AK-47 for example. That gun has a lot of recoil, very, very strong recoil when you're shooting it. But if you use it and you're going on a nice kill streak, you really feel powerful and accomplished. But Cold War, it just doesn't feel like that. It feels weaker and very arcadey and very easy to predict. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing, because Call of Duty was founded on the arcadic style, and this style makes it easier to shoot and less time figuring out the best way to move your sticks or your mouse to control it. With the new weapons on the horizon, I'm hoping they don't destroy this meta and what we established here. I hope it brings more weapons that are in the same boat in what we have now. If I were to change something in the game in concerns to the weapons, I would make it more consistent on where they should be actually hitting. No more long-range 74U kills destroying the Krig. No more one-burst AUGs from 3 meters away. And please, please, for the love of God, less damage on those damn shotguns. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit the like button, and also please subscribe. I hope you all have a great day.